Right, so we have a question here. What's up, everybody? How you doing, man? If two closed loops of an electric circuit, the current flowing are given by simultaneous equation. So we have a I1 plus mean there's a current 1 plus 2 current 2 plus 4 equal to 0, and they have a 5 current 1 plus 3 current 2 minus 1 equal to 0. Use the inverse of the coefficients of a metric to solve current 1 and current 2. So this is one of those easy equations. What should you do first? Rewrite your equation. So solution. So we're going to have to rewrite our equation in the right form of matrix. So this is like a 2 by 2 matrix. So what we're going to say now, I'm going to say current 1 plus 2 current 2 take 4 over negative 4 means I'll leave only currents. This is going to be 5 current 1 plus 3 current 2 equal to 1 take over. So let me write it as a matrix now, skeleton matrix. So I'll say this, same as say there's no number here means it's 1 and here is 5 means when there's no number. If somebody say A means 1 times A. So for the first one here means it's going to be 1 and then plus, so this is going to be 2 and this is going to be positive 3 and then here, right? Okay, for the top one is current 1 means I take the current 1 out, I factor out, and this is going to be, excuse me, so this I'm going to say current 1 means this is a current 1 and this the second one is going to be current 2 means look, this is a current 1, this current 2, take them out like current 1 current 2 and then equal to negative 4 1. So the first thing you should do here, you have to get what? The cofactor of a matrix. Get a cofactor matrix. Get a cofactor matrix is easy. Cofactor matrix, excuse me, get first and foremost get determinant. Before we get cofactor, find the determinant of a matrix. How would you get determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix? Multiply this time, they say 1 times 3 means start with this way, 1 times 3 3 minus, and then multiply this direction, 5 times 2, and this is going to give you 3 minus 10 which equal to negative 7. So that's a determinant of this matrix. So after that, get the cofactor matrix. Cofactor matrix is very easy. So we want to get cofactor matrix, cofactor matrix. So how are we going to get this cofactor matrix, man? Very easy. So what you do for cofactor matrix, see the matrix given, just switch it. So how I'm going to switch, take the 3 to the top, it's going to be 3 to the top, take this one, like switch the position of how it is, 3 go there, 1 come here, and then now you go for this number, also switch with it, 5 and 2, 5 is going to come here and 2 come here, but the only thing for this direction you put negative, but this direction has to be positive and positive. So leave the how it is for this direction, but this direction after you switch them put negative. So let's assume here choose negative 2, let's say choose negative 2 and 5 and 1 and 3. I'm just assuming they will come back. So I could have switched this become 3 and this is going to become 1 and here is going to be negative 2 come here, but then you have to put another negative, so it's going to be positive because negative 2, and when it comes here it has to have a negative, and this 5 when it comes here is going to have a negative 5, so this is going to become positive, you know what I'm saying? So now for this case here we didn't have a negative, so we can just switch the way how it is. So now 2 come here is going to become negative 2, 5 go there, it's going to become negative 5. So that's how we're going to get our cofactor. Now we go negative 5, negative 5. Now we go. So after that, that's our cofactor what? Matrix. So now we want to get adjoint matrix. Adjoint matrix. Now we want to get for adjoint matrix. So how do you get adjoint matrix? Adjoint matrix is very easy. Excuse me. So what you do, cofactor matrix. So your cofactor matrix, if you want to get joint, you switch again. I mean, it's very funny, man. So what you do, switch the position again. So let's switch the position again. So we're going to get only the position of this direction is what you switch. From the cofactor, it will come to a joint, only switch that direction and don't change any sign. So this is going to become for our joint matrix, 3 is going to be 3, 1 is going to be 1. Now this is going to become negative 5 and this is going to become negative 2, and that is adjoint matrix, only those positions. So now we have a 3, negative 2, negative 5 and 1. Perfect. Now we want to get the inverse of matrix. So even if inverse of matrix, excuse me, so say inverse of matrix, to get inverse of matrix, so inverse matrix say 1 over your determinant. Where is my determinant of matrix? Negative 7. I'll say negative 7 and then multiply. Oh, excuse me, before we do that, I have to get the inverse of a matrix. Before we get, after we get a joint, I have to get the inverse, my apology. So I have to get what? Inverse of matrix. So here, we have to find the inverse of a matrix. So, inverse of matrix phase. So let's get the inverse of matrix. So inverse of matrix phase, inverse of a matrix. Inverse of a matrix. So how we get the inverse of matrix? Inverse of matrix, we say, but that's what I said. I don't know, my mind was where my problem. So we're gonna say 1 over, take your determinant. What is my determinant? -7. And then what you do here, take your cofactor and plug here. You see this adjoint, excuse me, take your adjoint and plug here. What is adjoint? A. So take one of a determinant and then write to adjoint. -5 and then -2 and 1. So that's how you're going to help you to get the inverse of a matrix. So this is our inverse of matrix. Sometimes some people, or they could have said, take this means this number multiplied by each individual. We could have done that too. Or you can live like that. Or I could have said, oh, you know what? I don't want to live like that. So I'm going to say 1 over -7 times 3 is going to be 3 over 7 negative. Now I go -1 times -5 is going to be, look, 1 over 7 times -5 is going to give me 5 over 7 because negative is going to be positive. Now we go, this 1 over 7 times 2 is going to be positive 2 because negative and negative positive, and then 2 times 1, 2 over 7. Now you come, okay, 1 over 7 times 1 is going to be -1 over 7. So that's could be my inverse of matrix. Either I could take this, the how it is, or that one. Now let's go. So now to get our I1 and I2 that we're looking for, so now we finally say to get I1 and I2, I think I can do, cool, I can just do down here, say to get current 1 and current 2. Now finally this is equal to, take your inverse of a matrix. Inverse of matrix, what is the inverse of matrix? Means this one here. So I'm going to say now -1 over 7 over 5 over 7 is a matrix, and they got 2 over 7 and then -1 over 7, and then you multiply by this. See this one here? That's you multiply with. So you say -4 over 1, and there's no over here, excuse me, just -4 and 1, and that's this gonna help you to get your current. So what we're gonna do now is the normal matrix multiplication. So now we go row times column, row times column. The first number times the first number. -3 over 7 times -4, which is gonna be positive 12 over 7, plus second number with the second number. Row, you finish all the row with a column. So you take these times this, you get that one, and they go these times this on. 2 over 7 times 1, you get 2 over 7. So you finish the first row with a column. Now we go second row with a column. 5 over 7 times -4 is going to give us -20 over 7 plus -1 over 7 times 1, -1 over 7. And then this you can add here and get the answer, and add there, get the answer. So finally, excuse me, this is gonna give us 14 over 7, and this is gonna give us -21 over 7, -21 over 7. So finally we're gonna get 2, and this is gonna give us -3. Excuse me, so excuse my handwriting. So now we say this is going to give us 2 and -3. So our current 1, current 2, we get 2 and -3. So the current 1 probably is going to be 2 ampere, definitely, and current 2 -3 ampere. Man, it's funny, man. Probably this means opposite direction, but I can say negative. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's our final answer. But in real life, means if it's negative ampere, means it's going different direction. So that's how you solve this question, man. Thanks a lot, man, for your time. Peace and love. Peace and love, my king and queens of fam. Diamond ring for my queen. You gon' with me till Jesus come. Why when I talk? Pocket full floss, money, honey. Forget about Suzanne. So since we don't have all the equipment like cameras and all this stuff, so just use one of the webcam from my computer. So we're gonna start with these tools and give people knowledge, because that's how they say, start with what you have, and then from there you're gonna elevate it. You're gonna elevate it, and things gonna propagate it, and just me, and things gonna improve slowly, because you can't reach down top before start from the bottom. Otherwise, then you're gonna break and start from bottom.